So what's up with the iPhone 15 series so far? For those who are unaware, Apple had planned to create its own 5G modem to power the iPhone 15 series. However, it seems that these efforts have been unsuccessful.
But how?
Bloomberg suggests that overheating might be a contributing factor. Luckily, there is another solution to mitigate the situation. This is just one piece of news we want to tell you, so stay with us while we talk about the rest. Qualcomm 5G modems. Qualcomm 5G modems would be standard equipment in all iPhone 15 variants.
Oh, wow!
Reportedly, TSMC will be the primary producer of the Qualcomm modem, widely speculated to be the forthcoming X70, and it would be produced utilizing the 5nm and 4nm technologies. Qualcomm had estimated that it would only ship 20% of iPhone modems by that date, but in a recent earnings release, the company revised its forecast to include the great majority of iPhone 5G modem chips.
Wow!
Given Apple's stellar reputation for quality control and innovation with its A and M series processors, the announcement that the company would stop producing iPhone 5G modems entirely in 2023 will be a devastating blow to its semiconductor teams. At the start of the year, Apple's modem team's primary challenge was overheating, and revelation from renowned industry analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said that Apple's attempts to produce a 5G modem may have failed. Per his tweet, "My latest survey indicates that Apple's own iPhone 5G modem chip development may have failed, so Qualcomm will remain exclusive supplier for 5G chips of two H23 new iPhones, with a 100% supply share versus company's previous estimate of 20%. Ming-Chi Kuo, an analyst at TF International Securities, wrote in a tweet, "The good news is that the Qualcomm X70 has been called a game changer."
Good job!
This is because of the utilization of upgradable system-level features like Smart Transmit 3.0 technology, which enhances power management, and standalone millimeter wave with speeds up to 8.3 gigabytes per second, sub-6 GHz carrier aggregation with speeds up to 6.0 gigabytes per second in more pervasive 5G spectrums, and so on. There have been leaks about Apple's upcoming iPhone 15, and they highlight some very exciting features to the devices, which we will share 4 awesome features with you in a moment.
Nice.
You can also subscribe to our channel to learn more about the iPhone 15 series anticipated features. Dynamic Island for all models. Apple is expected to maintain its 4 iPhone range with the iPhone 15 series. The Dynamic Island cutout that debuted on the iPhone 14 Pro is expected to make its way to other models, suggesting that the overall design will be consistent. Ross Young, a display expert, is credited with spreading this idea. He tweeted, "Yes, Dynamic Island expected on standard models on the 15. Still not expecting 120 Hz and LTPO on standard models as supply chain can't support it. Another thing expected to make all the models is the USB-C. Who would have thought?" But we'll get to it shortly. Upcoming features. The first awesome feature is that Apple will have 2 selfie cameras. It's possible that by 2023, Apple may add more than just one front-facing camera to the iPhone's array of sensors used for Face ID. 2 purported selfie cameras have been linked to the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Ultra. Due to space constraints, this feature would only be available on the bigger iPhone model. Another surprising feature is Apple will have a USB-C. Apple has until 2024 to comply with a new EU legislation that mandates the universal connector for all smartphones. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, Apple may include the USB 4.0/Thunderbolt specification in the iPhone 15 Pro. That's a whopping 80 times faster than the USB 2.0 rates utilized by the iPhone today, allowing for connected data transfer speeds of up to 40 gigabytes per second. Creatives, particularly those working with large ProRes video files, would benefit greatly from the increased transfer rates offered by Thunderbolt. Case in point, Thunderbolt 4 cables provide high transfer rates at up to 2 meters in length thanks to increased data transmission distance. They are perfect for setting up a gaming laptop configuration. Also, Apple will have a periscope telephoto lens. To improve optical zoom, Apple may use a periscope lens in the iPhone 15 Ultra. The lens was only going to be utilized in the iPhone 15 Ultra model, but now it seems like both the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Ultra will have the periscope lens. The method relies on a stack of folded lenses that can fit vertically inside the iPhone cover.
That's impressive.
The picture captured by the external lens is reflected by a mirror and then optically zoomed by the periscope-like lens stack. Finally, Apple will have a solid-state button. Ming-Chi Kuo, an industry expert, believes Apple will further separate its entry-level and Pro offerings in the near future. He predicted as much in a tweet back in October, saying that the iPhone 15 Pro versions will include solid-state volume and power buttons instead of the physical buttons seen on current iPhones. As Kuo claims, the solid-state buttons will function similarly to the home button on the iPhone SE and iPhone 7, simulating the physical action of pushing a button with the aid of haptic feedback. One apparent benefit of this button design is that it prevents water from entering the device. You can't dispute that the features are thrilling.
Nice.
Users of the iPhone 14 Pro Max and 13 Pro Max, on the other hand, do not need to upgrade since these phones are fantastic in their own right. Those hungry for more information on the iPhone 15 Ultra can check out our next video. See you there.